G'day. In this video I'm making a brass fitting for the auto gas system, and we'll also have a look at my 5C collet closer. Let's get on with it. There's the stop just moving away. The material was pulled out to the stop using an aluminium insert, which works really well with brass. That's a sealing face, that angle face, so it's turned a little more slowly than the rest of the part. CNC stub drill, I just wish they were cheaper. They work brilliantly, but they're about 5 times the price of a normal stub drill. M12 by 1 pitch, being cut at 2,700 RPM. That insert's a smaller insert than I normally use, but it fits a 10 by 10 shank full, which is quite useful at times. It only comes with very few full form inserts. Mostly they're just general purpose, 55 degree or 60 degree. This is my collet closer. There's a deep groove ball bearing in the left hand side and the right hand side. You can see the thread that joins them together, which allows them to pull apart and put pressure on the collet to hold it in place. That's how the spacer that was on the right in the last picture locates on the spindle. That's when it's pulled up and in place. You can see the assembly there. There's a stop bar going up to the eye bolt on the back of the headstock. That keeps the stationary part from moving, and the other part, the handle's hanging down, and you can't see that, unfortunately. You can see 5C collets are just too big for the spindle of the Hercus. They're just not meant to go together. So there's my draw tube that actually pulls the collet into the holder, and that's an adapter that I use to make it all work so that we can have the inside of the collet left free for a stop. You can see the adapter there. That's what it looks like when the collet's just screwed into the adapter. So you can see it needs a fairly long nose to hold it all together, which is how it looks when it's all together. There's grub screws in the top that just go into the groove, the keyway that's in the collet. And that's how easy it is to change parts. And of course the 5C collet will hold on that thread without damaging the thread. This end is slightly different to the other end. It's a 1/2 inch by 20 UN thread. Still got a sealing face on it. There's the 5mm drill again that's going through the other end so that it actually, you get a hole all the way through. Slowing down to 2,000 RPM. There will be an undercut put on the back of the end of this thread, but it'll be put on after the thread is cut. I tried putting it on before the thread was cut, and the result was a disaster. You see why at the end of this clip. I've got a couple of microscope stills that you can see. There you go, there's the undercut being put in. That's the result with the undercut put in first. You can see that burr. That's actually been wire brushed already. It's horrible. That's what happens when you put the undercut in after you've cut the thread. This is just showing you how easy it is to change parts with the collet closer. Look at that. It's just a block I ran a tap through so that I had something to check the thread against. And that's the finished part. Thank you for watching.